Welcome back. You got good notes so far? It's kind of this hodgepodge, but that's what I plan on this being. It's just kind of a conversation with us, a hodgepodge of how to help you strategize and be able to create a better game plan in order to be able to get more people to attend events, in order to be able to get better results. Now, whether you're watching this live or replay, what I want you to do, my objective is that you use these principles and concepts to come up with a strategy. You know, I want it to look something like this for you. If you got event, 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 over the course of the next 5 years, 4 years, or 2 years, depending on how often your company does it, if you're starting here, let's say, I want you to see growth to the next one. I want you to see growth to the one after that. I want you to, maybe one plateaus but doesn't go down, and I want you to see growth. I want this, every major event to a major event, you need to see growth. You have to, if you want to grow your business. Because again, coming back to the formula, I would also tell you this, 100 people is a magic number. Once you get 100 people from your team attending a destination event, your business takes on a life of its own. It's hard to kill. Until you get 100, it's kind of hit and miss. You don't know for sure. You got to do it all. You got to make it all happen. Once you get 100 people, that should be your first goal from start to 100. Again, cannot see in here, Eric. I'll be just refresh. There we go. So the goal is start from wherever you are to get to 100. Once you get to 100, then you go into what's the next step, next step, next step, next step. But expand your vision of this and pick a bigger number. I was just busting Alex's chops during the break. He's got 6 people going out of 60. He's got 2 weeks till his company convention. I told him I'm not accepting anything under 20. Nothing under 20. You have to have 20 people at that event. And that's, 33% of his team, which is totally obtainable. But now that 20's got to move to the next event. When's the next event after this one? Do you know? Is it once a year?
Next year.
Next year. Well, then the next one's got to be, for you, multiple hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Multiple hundreds. If you make it a priority now, you take those 20 that are at the event and you get each of those 20 saying, I'm going to bring 100 to the next one. Now you have 2,000 at the next one. But you got to plan early. You got to stack it early in the year in order to be able to achieve the result. That's the goal. The goal is growth at each one, and the goal is get to 100 as a magic number, and then expand from there. All right, let's take this last section and talk about these different events. And how do you get people to attend? The same principles apply, but there's some small differences in how you get the details. I talked about the details before, locking in the hotel, locking in the ticket, locking in all these different things. The details are critical in getting people to attend these events also, but they're slightly different. Because for a regional event, let's say the company's doing a one-day regional event, it's within a drive. Well, you just need to get the ticket, right? You might need to have some, are you going to drive, or some small level of transportation. You need to communicate with the team. Plus peer pressure, plus contest, plus incentives, plus assignments, plus expectation, plus the story. Here's why, here's why, here's why, here's why. Using this as a building block to go to your big company event. Same thing's true with monthly. And some of you don't have monthly events. And my recommendation to you is to promote a monthly or create a monthly event in your local market. So once a month you get together, and even if it starts with a small group, get together. Or even Alex, if you need to do it online to start, get together. But the goal is, how many cities does your team represent? out of your 60 people? 8 or 10. So here needs to be a goal. Find a person in each one of those markets that's willing to step up and host a live person-to-person event once a month. Pick a Saturday once a month. Have them do an opportunity presentation followed by a training. You can guide them on what they should train their people, how they get everybody together, have it a meetup. So make that happen inside of your team. Imagine if you have 8 to 10 markets that do no meetings, or you have 8 to 10 markets that do a monthly meeting. Just for the commitment of doing it, just the act of doing it is going to make those 8 or 10 leaders 10 times stronger. The act of getting a room, the act of putting a presentation together, the act of facing their fear and filling the room, the act of doing it builds leadership. Okay? You're going to have a different team, a more powerful team that is now equipped to start moving towards your big destination events. Now, if you want to do a home event, let me give you some tips on home events. Now, a lot of companies do home events. How do you get people to attend a home event? How do you get people to attend a home event? Same thing. What I learned to do over the years is I watched people invite. They would invite 20 people to come to their house. 4 people would show up. 16 people wouldn't. And they'd be just so depressed because they thought for sure 20 people were going to come because 20 people said they were going to come. So it's all about details. If I ask you to attend my event and you say you're going to, it's no different than using details with Alex here, who I'm busting on all day. He's got 6 people attending, which I don't think he really has 6 people attending. How many do you really do? You would bet your life they're registered and are attending? How many out of 60? Be honest. 5. That you bet your life. That you'd bet your life. What's the number?
5.
You'd be willing to give up your car if 5 people weren't registered. We just checked right now. You probably wouldn't.
No.
Yeah, because you don't know for sure.
No.
Right. So if I was working with him, if I was his upline, the greatest gift I could give him was details. Show me who's registered. Show me your plan to be able to get more people registered. Show me how you're going to get your people. What's your goal? What's your objective? How are you going to do it? What hotel are you staying at? The Hilton. All right, so you're going to recommend more people stay at the Hilton. Are there people? Do you have people locally here in town?
Yeah.
That you could drive from here to Utah together. Okay, so you could put that together as a strategy. What's that strategy? Are they bringing spouses? What's going to happen? How's it all going? So detail to be able to make this thing happen. And I would be asking him every day, show me who's registered now. Show me who's coming now. Show me who's got a ticket now. Show me who's got their hotel reservation now. Show me who's booked their flight now. I know they're coming from Australia, but I know it's you got some people in Australia, right? Yeah. So you're going to appeal to some of those people and say, let's do something outrageous. Book a ticket right now and come join me at this event. I know you're coming from Australia. I know it's a 17-hour flight, but let's do it. Change your life. Let's do something amazing. I want to meet you anyway, right? You're going to get some of those people, but it's all about the detail. And I'm going to pound him as a leader on the detail in order to be able to get him attending. Okay? I'm only pounding on him because I like him. Now, for home events, it's about detail too. I watched people, and this was part of Plan Do Review. I watched people invite 20 people, 4 people would show up, 16 people wouldn't, and all of a sudden these people weren't returning their calls, and it got really frustrating for people. A lot of times people trying to host a home meeting knocked them out of the business because they just I can't deal with this rejection, and it makes me feel bad when people lie to me and they tell me they're going to attend and they don't. So I learned some strategies. I tried a million things to get people to attend, and I learned some strategies. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm talking to you. I'll pick Vicki. I'm talking to Vicki. Vicki, I'm going to be hosting a special get-together at my home next Tuesday night. And over the course of about 45 minutes, it's like an invitation-only thing. It's a small group thing, but I'm going to be sharing something that I think you'd get tremendous value from. And I'd really like it if you would clear your schedule to be able to attend. Would you come to my house on Tuesday night? Meet some really cool people and hear an idea. And Vicki says, did I say Vicki? Did I start with Vicki? Yeah. I think I did. Vicki says, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Now, is Vicki going to be attending if she says, yeah, I'll do it? Very small chance, 5%. 5% chance. She said she would. Unless she's super high on being a person of her word, she's learned that she could say yes and not show up to the party. She can say yes and not come to the game. She could say yes and there's not really that much penalty. So life gets in the way, life does its thing, and she decides not to come to the event. So I want to increase that number from 5% up to 80%. Instead of inviting 20 people to show up and one person shows up, I want 16 of them to show up. You know, I know life's going to happen to some of them. So I learned how to do details. So I would say to Vicki, what time do you get off work on Tuesday? She says, yes, I'm going to attend the event. What time do you get off work? I get off around 5 o'clock. I said, and how far is it from your house to work, from your work to your house when you're done? It takes about 30 minutes. So you're going to get home around 5:30, yeah? Yeah. Well, we're going to start this event at 7 o'clock. It would really be great if you could be there at 6:45 for a couple reasons, but how far is it from your house to my house? Do you know? Do you need me to send you a MapQuest? Do you need me to send you the link? Do you have the address? It takes 20 minutes. So you need to leave really kind of to be safe around 6:15. So you're able to do that, they'll give you like 45 minutes at home. And every one of these questions, Vicki's going, well, okay, I got to get off. I got to, and she's thinking through this stuff, and her commitment level is going up as I'm asking the questions. And I say, you got to leave by 6:15, and I got to ask you a favor. Would you do me a favor? Would you pick up a bag of ice on your way over if you're going to be here at 6:45? Would you pick up a bag of chips? You know, we have chips. Would you get some salsa? You know, whatever it happens to be. I'd have everybody in my home that would all have brought something. Would you bring a dessert? Would you bring some cookies? Would you bring, ice? Would you bring some bottled water? You know, whatever it happens to be, I'll reimburse you. Just bring it. That would really help me out an awful lot. Would you do that? And almost everybody will say, yeah, just stop at the convenience store and pick it up on the way. Be fantastic. I'll look to see you at 6:45. It's going to be amazing. Now, my chances after I asked all those questions to get the details go from 5% to 80%. Now, in addition to those details, we need to still get back to Sarah? Yeah, I will. Okay. This is another Thomas one. In addition to these details, I follow up. Listen, I'm really counting on you. I need that. I need to make sure I get that ice by 6:45. I need to make sure you're picking up the chips, right? All right, I'm going to see you then. You know, there's nothing got in the way, nothing screwed up, because again, this is kind of a limited thing. I want to make sure that I see you. Or I just text them. Hey, just checking in, making sure we're on track. See you at 6:45 tonight, right? Or sometimes I'll just be assumptive and say, can't wait to see you tomorrow night. Because now if something came up, they got to tell me. And then I have a chance to overcome that objection and deal with that problem. Okay? So follow up, and detail. Same thing's true in 2-on-1s and 1-on-1s, online events, weekly events, all of that stuff. It's about the detail, and it's about the follow-up, and it's about problem solving through the process. Detail. Anytime somebody says yes, it doesn't mean a yes until you see the proof. It doesn't mean a yes until you go through some other questions. It doesn't mean a yes until you get a higher level of commitment. Yes, I'll see you at the party. That's not a yes. It's just stop talking to me. You know what I mean? It's not really real. So make sure that you're focused there. So let's go to the question. Thomas from New Jersey asks, is it wrong to have an internal belief to attend a yearly convention by only using money made in your network marketing business? So I do not have results and I'm going to an annual convention in my business. I'm looking to the future and wanted your thoughts about it. Here's the deal. If you want to make more money, you need to go to the event. If you're not earning, don't wait to go to the event until you're earning. The event might be the thing that causes you to earn. So make the commitment and go. Put it on your credit card, pay for it, go. That's where leaders are born. That's where breakthroughs happen. I wasn't making any money when I went to my first event. I wasn't making a lot of money when I went to a lot of my events. But it was the events that caused me to be able to make money over time. And I would say that that's true for you. Decide what you're going to go. Back to that other question. The other question from the other lady I didn't answer before. From Sarah. Are we going to talk about leveraging the time right after a big event? I hope so. Here's all I do after a big event. The title of the theme of this coaching session is how to promote them. What I do after an event, back to this. What I do to promote an event is right here, I start promoting this event. Okay? Right here, at this event, I start promoting the next event. And then if in order to get the biggest results here, I need to front load my activity immediately following this event. I can't wait till the last minute. Now, Alex waited till the last minute for this event, but this next time, since his company does one a year, what I want to see from you, Alex, is not only to get 20 plus people at this event, but to come up with a very specific strategy to get your team committed to a big number for the following year. To get every one of them in their mind to realize that 100 is their goal for 12 months. They got to figure out a way to get 8 people committed to the next company convention per month over the course of the next 12 months. That would be split evenly, but here's the thing. Most of your results is going to be created from what you do early. Because, for example, even the people who don't attend, Alex, yeah, you got 60 people on your team now. Even the people that don't attend, if you get them all to get their ticket for next year's convention, every single one of them, now, as soon as this event happens 2 weeks from now, you get them to buy their ticket now. You now have a different person. They've got another reason to stay around. They've got another reason to rank advance. They've got another reason to bring their team. Get them committed the day it's possible. The day it's possible. And then get them to get their people, all of their people, engaged and get them all working towards a number, whatever that number is, 10, 20, 50, 100. This is the fastest way to accelerate growth. I know you do a lot of it online, that's all great. But this will accelerate your growth. But you need to front load it. If you wait and try and do it at the end, you won't be as effective. You need to set this mindset. So talk about how I maximize right after an event. How I maximize right after an event is promoting the next one. That's the best way to keep people active and engaged. All right, I'm going to answer a few more questions. Then I got a few more things to talk about. Any more questions? I wasn't making any money before I started GoPro Academy. Now I'm making some money, getting better every day. Congratulations, Robert. That's why we do this. How do you encourage your team in other cities to go? Same thing. Solve the problem, Tish. Promote, have stronger beliefs. Just work it out. Make it happen. What do we do if team is smaller at next event? It's happened. I mean, your goal is to always get bigger, but sometimes it gets smaller because you lost your focus or something happened or you lost some momentum or a leader quit or whatever. Mostly it's because you lost your focus, but that's okay. Forgive yourself and move forward. Forgive yourself and move forward. Forgive yourself and set a new goal. Not every business goes straight up all the time. Sometimes you backtrack a bit. Sometimes you outgrew it. You had a big spike and everybody came, but then those people weren't ready to step into leadership, so you fall back a little bit, but your core strength is still fine. Your goal is this, but if something happens and it goes down, just get mad, keep focused, and build the next one. Now let me just close by telling you a couple things. We've got about 2.5 hours, and I hope I've given you a lot of ideas on how you can do better when it comes to event promotion. 3 events that we have coming up. Well, first of all, before I talk about the 3 events that we have coming up, let me tell you my plans for GoPro Academy. I've been trying to figure out how to do this on my phone, but for whatever reason, I'm having difficulty posting live videos on my phone to GoPro Academy. But here's my strategy. All of you, if you have questions, please go put those questions into GoPro Academy, and I'm going to go in and answer those questions on video. You're going to see me much more frequently inside of the GoPro Academy community, providing video training inside of that group. And if you haven't gotten your invite or haven't got connected to that Facebook group, please contact our support at networkmarketingpro.com, and they will get you set up. Okay, so just be looking for that and make that interactive. If you've got questions, put those in there and give me an opportunity to answer those. If you have any questions about any of this, put those in there and let me help you answer those questions. I would tell you the next event for us is we have an Australia GoPro event that's coming up in July that if you're anywhere close to that region or if you know people who are, they need to attend that 2-day event. It's going to be spectacular. We have a Beyond Leadership event. If you're a 6-figure earner or you plan to be a 6-figure earner in the near future, we're doing one in July in Australia, and we're doing our big one here in Las Vegas in August. 5 days, total deep dive immersion for leaders, 6-figure and above. It's spectacular. It's my favorite stuff to do, beyond, in addition to what we're doing here inside of GoPro Academy. And then GoPro Recruiting Mastery. I want to encourage all of you. You want to explode your business? Find a way to get 100 people to GoPro Academy on your team. You want to start growth in your business? Find a way to get 10 people on your team. We've got a 10-pack that you can get inside of GoPro Recruiting Mastery, December 4th through the 6th at the MGM Garden Arena, that we're going to be teaching social media. We're going to be teaching the stuff that we talk about over the course of this year. You're going to see it and hear it from $1 million earners. We're going to be having panel discussions. We've got big time celebrity people that are going to be coming in and validating network marketing. You're going to see hundreds of people earning $1 million a year or more in that room. They're not there it's not a mistake that they're there. They're there because leaders attend events like this. So my encouragement to you, each of you, is go into the website, and I'm sure the team has put it into the chat here somewhere. Go to networkmarketingpro.com/mastery. Yeah? I think it's mastery. GPRM? Networkmarketingpro.com/GPRM. And that will give you access to be able to get, and here's my encouragement to you. Why? Because my belief in GoPro Recruiting Mastery is bigger than your doubt about GoPro Recruiting Mastery. Get 10 tickets. Load those people up. Get those people committed to that. Your team will change immediately as soon as you get that. Move those tickets to those people. You don't need to buy them for everybody. Get 10 tickets so you get a discount, and then move it down to your team. So you got a ticket, you're bringing your team with you. Stay at the same hotel. Make sure they get their hotel taken care of. Make sure they get their transportation taken care of. Come with a team identity with your flags and with your t-shirts and all that stuff. It's going to be spectacular. And then next spring, Most Powerful Women in Network Marketing. Spectacular, amazing event at the Paris Hotel. That's going to be in April. Put that on your calendar, and hopefully these events can help you support your business. We certainly enjoy doing them. So I hope you got value today. We covered a lot of ground, a lot of ideas, a lot of strategies. And what I want you to do out of this, as you finish, what I want you to do, 1, decide the next big event that you're promoting to. 2, lock the dates. 3, decide how many people you're going to push to attend and really stretch. 4, put together a game plan and a strategy to make that happen. 5, Solve problems as you go, and they will show up. Just become more resourceful than the next person. And finally, use all of your leadership to stay focused and to make it happen. You do that, you're on your way. You repeat that with all the other forms of events, and you're going to win. There's no question, and there's no doubt in my mind. So I hope you get value. If you have any additional questions, go into the Facebook page and post those questions. I'll be happy to answer them there. And until then, I'll see you July 7th. We're going to teach you how to solve every kind of problem that relates to network marketing on July 7th. So mark your calendars, and I'll look to see you then. Everybody, have a great day. Go Knights, go. Our Golden Knights are in the Stanley Cup playoffs, so they're playing Game 3 tonight. It's going to be exciting. Go Knights, go, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.